Hello, my name is Eric and I'm going to be teaching you a how-to guide for Sova. I'll be teaching you some basic strategies and how to play him. Now let's start. Alright, let's start with what Sova is. Sova is an initiator. Initiators challenge angles by setting up their team to enter contested ground and push defenders away. This means Sova is going to be on the front line helping his teammates push into the objectives. Next, let's go over his first ability, Owl Drone. Owl Drone is an equipable ability that will let you deploy it and take control of it. I will show you how this works now. After deploying the drone, you can move it in any direction. You can go up, down, wherever you please. It only lasts for a limited amount of time though, so you have to use it wisely. In this clip, I used my drone to spot an enemy advancing towards me, and it ultimately leads me to getting a kill.
Take flight. Revealing area.
Now let's move on to the next ability, Shock Bolt. When using Shock Bolt, you equip a bow that you can fire at enemies. When fired, it will move just like an arrow, and then upon impact it will explode. Enemies who are standing in the explosion will take damage. Damage depends on how close they are to the middle of the explosion. Also, you can press right click to give bounces to the arrows, which I'll explain more with videos. Now I'm going to show you an effective way to use the shock arrow. This is what it looks like when you equip it. You can charge it up like a bow, and at max charge it will move its fastest. When you don't charge it up as much, let's say you only charge it up to level 1, then it will slowly fall and will obviously have less power than a max charged arrow. Now I will show you a good way to use this ability. There are enemies set up around the map, and to scout them out I'm going to use the drone. See how I spot this enemy with my drone. Now I know where he is. An effective way to use this to kill this enemy is by using a shock arrow. You can quickly peek and hit him when he can't hit you. You can also use the shock bolt by bouncing it off walls. For example, first I'm going to use my drone to find an enemy again. This time he is in that corner. Now, I know he's in that corner. One way to damage an enemy without peeking at them and letting them shoot you is by bouncing an arrow. Now this will be hard in this situation since there's not many ways I can bounce it, but I can try bouncing it off this wall and it lands right on top of him. Now I can do it again to finish him off. Now he is gone. Now let's move on to the next ability, Recon Bolt. When using Recon Bolt, you equip a bow just like the shock bolt. When you fire it, you send a Recon Bolt forward, activating upon collision and revealing the location of nearby enemies caught in the line of sight of the bolt. Enemies can destroy this bolt, and to extend the range of it, you charge it up just like the shock bolt. Now, to show you how the Recon Bolt works in action. Once again, I am in this training range where there's enemies littered around the area. Now what you're gonna want to do is use the arrow to detect enemies that you don't know where they are. Right now my line of sight I can see no enemies, but after using the arrow it will detect enemies. There's one. I can easily take him out now. Now you have to be careful because objects can obstruct its line of sight. See? Because they were behind objects, the arrow did not detect them. It only detected the guy out in the open. Lastly, his ultimate, Honduras Fury. Equip a bow with 3 long-range wall-piercing energy blasts. Fire to release an energy blast in a line in front of Sova, dealing damage and revealing the location of enemies caught in the line of fire. This ability can be reused up to 2 more times while the ability timer is active. In this clip, I use my ultimate and the owl drone to get an easy kill.
Deploying drone. I am the hunter.
that was my Sova guide, and thanks for watching, guys.